Hello crafty friends, welcome to today's clean and simple card video. Today I'm going to use this cover plate die on a clean and simple card. Now clean and simple cards usually have lots of white space, so using a die that covers the whole of the front of the card mostly doesn't qualify for clean and simple, but I'm going to show you how you can still use your cover plate dies on clean and simple cards. I've got a piece of smooth white card here and I've swiped on salvage patina distress oxide and then blended it out to a flat blend with a brush. I then took some very light gold metallic paint and spattered it all over. I then dried that with my hairdryer and set it to one side while I used the cover plate die to cut out a die cut from smooth white card. I then squirted some matte gel medium on my glass mat and used my dedicated glue dauber to pick it up and daub it all over the back of the cover plate die. I chose to use matte gel medium because if any squirted out from underneath the die when I put it on my blended paper, it wouldn't show because matte gel medium, as the name suggests, dries matte. So once that was all covered in glue, I used my tweezers to pick it up and then put it down on my blended and spattered panel and used some non-stick paper so that I could press it down firmly and not get glue on my fingers, because I'm not really that keen on glue on my fingers, and not get mucky fingerprints on my lovely pristine white die cut. I did daub up a little bit of the matte gel medium with a baby wipe because I didn't want to wait for it to dry. And then I pulled out some heart dies, some nesting heart dies, and I used these to die cut from my cover plate panel. I stuck them down with washi tape and then ran them through my Cuttlebug. And in the end, I cut out 5 whole/partial hearts from this, capturing the most interesting parts of the cover plate panel pattern. I fancied a bit of a change today, so instead of working on a 4x6 card blank, which you've seen me use a lot lately, I decided to go 5x7 inch. And I arranged my hearts in a cascade from the top left corner to the bottom right corner, having the partial hearts hanging off the appropriate sides. I stuck them down with high-tack PVA glue so that they wouldn't shift about while I was working on them, and I used my T-square ruler just to make sure that my hearts were on straight. I lined up the little dippy point in the heart and the point at the bottom of the heart, so if they were aligned, the hearts would be on straight. So while you're watching me stick stuff down, I thought I'd let you know that we're definitely going to be doing Die Cut December this year. Every day, hopefully, for the month of December, I will do a die cut focused card making video for you. If you've got any requests, any ideas, anything you'd like me to cover, then let me know in the comments. Back to the card. Once they were all stuck down, I cut off the overhang with my trimmer, so I've got some nice neat edges. And then I ran my embossing tool around the edges of the panel to bevel the edges to make them look as if they'd been die cut rather than cut with a trimmer. I used tape runner to stick the panel down to a card blank, leaving a little white border all the way around. I do think a little border really sets off a card nicely, makes it look that little bit more finished. For my sentiment, I chose a scripty font especially for you die, and I cut it from gold foiled cardstock because I thought the gold would look really nice against that bright blue, and it matched quite well to the pale gold that I spattered on. This die came with a shadow die as well, an outline die, and I cut that in vellum. and then use matte gel medium again on the back of my die cut to stick it onto the vellum. And then I flipped that over and used a Zig two-way glue pen to draw very thin lines of glue on the back of the vellum behind the words so that I could stick it down without any glue showing through the vellum. Of course, I pressed it down with some non-stick deli paper again, just to keep my fingers clean, just to keep the card clean and to get some really good adhesion going. As a finishing touch, I decided to use some Morning Dew Nouveau drops and scatter these around the hearts just for a bit of gloss and texture, a bit of extra energy and movement. And then I decided I was done. There might not be quite as much white space on this card as you might expect on a clean and simple card, but there's a lot more than if I'd used the whole cover plate die as it is. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you some ideas of things you can do with your cover plate dies. If it has, please do leave a thumbs up, let me know in the comments, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.